Welcome back to everyone's favorite videos, the Alan Vlogs. I haven't recorded one of these in a fat minute. What? And I think it's time I do one. I haven't uploaded in like a week or so, a little over a week. That's gonna change soon. I just got off my last class. I still have to take the final, but the last like lecture class. So that's pretty cool. I've been sick last week. I did upload a video, or I did make a video last week about just life, and I'll probably upload that one soon. I just, I'm a little sick, so I was just a little sick, so I didn't have time uploading it. I think I made 2 videos actually. So I have some videos on schedule, man. We're chilling. What just happened there? Whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I feel really good at the moment. I'm no longer as sick as I was when I was making the little videos. So now here I am. Let's see. What should I talk about? What do I got time to talk about? As you can see, I'm still coughing. I'm still a little sick. I'm taking medication, which is helping me with my cough. Apparently I have like an infection in my ear here, which like killed me apparently, because I felt like I had strep throat. Like my throat was gone. I was throwing up. I still am, kind of, not really. I just haven't really eaten. But yeah, strep throat. What else? I don't have strep throat, but my throat was gone. I was throwing up, stuffy nose, clogged nose, runny nose, headache, migraine. Not migraine, it's a lie. Chills. I was sweating like crazy at night. I couldn't sleep. Sleepless nights. It was awful. Anyways, I managed to live through it because, I'm epic. Pro gamer move. Other reason. But yeah, now I'm a lot better. And yeah, I know what I was gonna say. Since the last video, I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm definitely going to. Jesus Christ. Okay. There you go. Since my last video, that was disgusting. There was a lot of fucking like booger mucus in my nostril. But since my last video, which I haven't uploaded yet, I went to Disneyland, which is pretty epic. If I do say so myself, it's pretty epic. I had a great time with some friends. I was sick, so I couldn't enjoy it as much as I probably should have. So yeah, I would say personally it was one of my worst trips. I think my friends enjoyed it, had a great time. Definitely could have been better though. Like, I couldn't really like enjoy myself as much because I was coughing, being sick. I brought a mask because I didn't want to get my friend sick. I didn't know what I had. I thought I had a cold or a flu. Oh, I thought I had a cold that day. Then the next day I thought I had the flu. Then the day after I thought I had strep. Turns out I had none of them and just had an ear infection. So yeah. Let's see. But like, I felt like I couldn't enjoy it as much because I just was really cautious about trying to not get my friends sick, and I obviously could have just not gone to Disney, but I did buy the ticket, and I felt like, I kind of had to go. I don't know, I definitely felt like I wasn't wanted there, which, again, completely fair. I was sick. You don't want to, be with the sick person at Disney. So I ended up leaving early. I left at about 6 o'clock. Because I was just like, I couldn't handle it anymore. I lied to my friends pretty much. I don't know if I might have said this in the last video, I don't know. I don't remember what the last video I recorded was, but I lied to them. I told them that I had a ride, like a friend was gonna just pick me up and drop me off, which because he works there, which was I think was a really good lie, honestly. Because I do have a friend that works at Disneyland who lives close to the fucking place, and probably if I did ask him would let me give it a ride, but I didn't want to bother anyone, so I just like ended up taking the bus home because there's like a bus that can take me home. I feel like I've definitely said this before in a video, but I can't think of what. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Probably won't upload that video. I'll upload this one instead, because this one is a lot more high production or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I don't know. That day, I felt like one of my friends like thought I was lying on, which is weird. That was the first time I really lied there, like that day. But I think one of my friends thought I was lying a lot more, because I was saying a bunch of things which were true, but I think he was just done with me being sick, where she just wanted me to leave, which is fair. Like I said again, I don't suggest going to Disneyland sick, especially like if you don't know what you have. Luckily, what I had wasn't contagious. It was just me, and I had a mask on the entire time because I like took every precaution necessary. I brought 4 masks because I wanted to make sure I wasn't wearing them all at the same time. But just like in case one of them broke or anything happened, they got too gross, I had another one just like there. So yeah, I went to I like left early, but my friend thought I was like lying about a lot of things. Which the only thing I lied about was leaving with a friend. I ended up taking the bus home because I didn't want to bother anyone. What was the things he said? Like, I've never had a Dole Whip before. And he was like, that's bullshit, stop lying. And I was like, what? Why would I lie about having a Dole Whip? You know what I mean? Like, every time we've gone, he and someone else have had a Dole Whip. And I'm just like, dude, I've never had one. Mostly just because I can never afford it. And then I was going to get one that day, but ended up not getting one anyways, because it was like a long wait for it, like 2 hours. So I was like, I ain't waiting 2 hours for fucking what they say is just like ice cream. I like I don't know. It's like people like overhyped Dole Whip. I'm like, bro, I'm a Dole Whip hater, alright? If you like Dole Whip, fuck you and everything you stand for, because I'm never gonna try it now. I don't want to try it anymore. Dole Whip's overrated. What else? There's a bunch of rides I haven't gotten into. I've done a lot of things. Like I love going on the rides, but I'm more going on the hard rides. Like this was my first time ever going on the Mr. Toad ride. And that shit was like low-key dope but scary as fuck. Like for some reason I was shitting bricks. Like I've been like too into like horror shit. Not horror shit, but like creepy factors where I thought I was gonna get jump scared every moment in time. And so I was on the Mr. Toad ride, and like that ride's pretty fun for like a what are they called? Like one of the dark rides where they just like dark and they just like go around. But I really liked it. What else did he think I lied about? It was my first time at the Tiki Room. Because I don't go, like I said, I'm a ride person at Disneyland. I don't really go to like just sit down places. And I went to the Tiki Room for the first time, which was pretty cool. Like honestly, I had a good time. It was very just mellow, and it made me realize that I should go to Disneyland more often and just like enjoy the things at Disneyland instead of just trying to rush everything. Because that's what I try to do, which is like what I usually do, but I don't know, I'm at Disneyland, I should take my time to enjoy everything there, being honest, personally, I don't want to say this, but this is like, it's come to my attention after going to Disneyland a lot, especially with these group of friends. I don't like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I know, shaka, but that ride's fucking mid. It's just a sit-down ride with like the fucking pirate. Like, if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, sure, go ahead. I haven't seen any of the movies. Another thing, I haven't seen a lot of like those movies. I was saying that a lot because I'm like, oh, I've never seen this shit. Blah blah blah. Other thing he thought a lot about, but dude, I've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Probably seen some clips like online and shit, but I've never seen that show. And or the movie, fucking stupid. So like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Probably for them it does. Like, they like that shit more. But I don't give a shit. And that ride is just like a sit-down ride. It's got a couple cool down shits, but it's very boring in my opinion, and it smells like shit. So I'd rather do any other ride. Next time we go to Disneyland, I'll probably not go on that ride, and I'll probably just choose to do something else and like get food or some shit. Because I just don't like it. Everyone waits too long for that ride, and it's like, it's a meaningless ride, honestly. I hate it. What else? Did we went on Guardians, or not Guardians? What's the fucking Star Wars land? And I love I fucking hate Star Wars. Just kidding. I love that ride. I've never watched a Star Wars movie. Again, something I don't, I've never done. I don't mind not watching Star Wars, but like, that ride is really cool, and I respect people that like it. I've gone in it way too much, though, personally. I feel like I don't mind, like especially because that ride's actually pretty cool. I don't mind going on that ride every single time, but like, I don't know. Personally, it's Star Wars. It's alright. I'm not hating on it, but whatever. Overall, I would say that trip was, that Disney trip was like a solid 4 or 5 out of 10. Just because I was sick, I didn't want to do anything. And then when we went down to eat places, I had to breathe through my mouth because my nose was just clogged, So yeah, it was kind of sucky. Because I'm a college kid. I know fucking words that are equivalent to sucky. But it was cool. I still overall liked the trip. I just couldn't like eat for shit and talk. And that's why I'm like recording myself again, because like I can actually talk to myself, and I haven't been able to, because every time I've been talking, I cough like crazy and then I throw up. So being able to just like talk to y'all motherfuckers, and by y'all motherfuckers I mean myself, feels great. Like yesterday I had a really good day at work because I was just like, by the way, I've been sick this entire time for like, I was like dead sick for like 6 days, and it was awful. Like, I couldn't talk, like I said, walk. I couldn't sleep. I really couldn't sleep. It was awful. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was just like, I had all these fucking like symptoms, and I just couldn't handle it. But what am I trying to say? Yeah, I've been sick, and I still went to work because I was like, oh, it's just a cold. Or when I first like felt like the worst of the symptoms, I was like, oh, I can handle an 8-hour shift on Tuesday, and so I did, we left at 10 because that's how it works, and I was like, or no, I left at 9, I think, because it was a 1 to 9 shift. And I was like, whatever. I feel like shit. I'm having chills, so I might not show up to work tomorrow, but whatever. I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. Go to Disneyland tomorrow. I'll leave early because I'm like, yo, I can't handle it. Go home early because we got that Disneyland like 9 in the morning, so it was fine. But still, so then Thursday, I offered to cover someone's shift, and that was like a week ago when I was like not sick, so I was like, oh, it should be fine. Turns out it wasn't, because I'm stupid. But I offered taking 11 to 7 shift, which I thought I could handle because first of all I went to Disneyland the day beforehand, so like why wouldn't I? And also because I was leaving early, I had time to just like go home early, which is cool. So yeah, I did that. Went to work, felt like absolute crud, dude. I could not handle it. Genuinely, I'm surprised that I managed to work that long. But I was like not talking, like I just felt like in an awful mood. And then on Friday, I was gonna go to work, but my mom kind of forced me to call out. I got in trouble for that because I called out 2 hours before my shift, like barely, and my manager got really pissed. I'll talk about that later, but still, whatever. I ended up going to the doctors, like urgent care, and they were like, "Yeah, you're dying, dude. Like you shouldn't be going to work. Here are all these drugs you should take because to make you feel better because you aren't getting any better." Like I was still throwing up, still not sleeping, had a fever. They gave me one medicine because I was taking medicine like Tylenol, NyQuil, Murray, something, Advil, all these drugs, and I still wasn't getting better. So they gave me one of they shits that they're like, oh, this works for me, so you should take it. And I did, and that cured my fever right away, so that was cool. And then I got like a bunch of I got 3 pills for my cough and then 1 for my ear, and then I also got 2 bottles, one which was like a night cough syrup, and then another one which was a like something I gargle in my mouth and then I spit out, but it was like a thick syrup that was clear and it made my mouth numb. It was weird, but they worked, and I'm still taking them. I'm not taking the numbing one because that one's sucks. I just take the one that I have to take whenever I feel like I have a cough. Up to 3 times a day is the max. The one for my ear and the night drink, because it was 4 in total, but I got 2 of I think the bottle, the night drink, in case it runs out or something. But yeah, I feel good. I'm starting to feel a lot better. As you can tell, I'm talking and I'm not coughing like every other word. So yeah, and then what else was I gonna say? Where am I going? I don't know. Wait, is that what I think it is? No. Okay. Yeah, so I was just feeling like shit. And so yeah, on Friday I called out 2 hours before my shift. I tried to find a cover, but it's a restaurant, and most of the people that work there are minors, or just in high school. I mean, not necessarily minors. So no one could cover for me. And then apparently I was supposed to train someone that day, but no one told me till like an hour after I called out. I was like, whatever. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm genuinely dying. And then I got a text from my manager. She was being like, hey, you should give us a warning before you call out. And I was like, yo, my bad. I wasn't going to, but I ended up having to go to the hospital or the doctors. So I'm sorry. She's like, okay, whatever. And then she texted me like an hour or 2 later, like, by the way, we're switching your shifts on Saturday. I was supposed to go at 9 in the morning, but they switched it to 10 in the morning and switched it with another person, so I would be the second one coming in and second one leaving, which means I do more of the work. And then I also like leave later because I took it to my other job, and so then like it gives me less time to like switch jobs, which is like sucks. So she knows this, so I think she just wanted me to like suffer more. And I was like, whatever, I don't care. I'll accept it, because if you want to be petty about it, go ahead. I also kind of deserve it because I was like, I did call out late. I called out, and then she was like, yeah, you should call. You shouldn't get like. You should give us at least 2 hours. And I was like, I gave you 2 hours. Or I thought being fair, gave an hour and like 50 minutes because I also like I wasn't planning on calling out, but I ended up having to. My fault, I genuinely I should have just been better. So yeah, then what happened was the next day I show up, 10 o'clock. The person that came in at 9 showed up, was there, and she was like, oh yeah, I don't know why they wanted me to switch, but whatever, it's fine. And then it wasn't busy. Usually our Saturdays are busy, but it wasn't. And we were also training the guy that we had trained yesterday, or the day beforehand. And what happened was, since it wasn't busy and there was 3 people hosting, the manager was like, oh, the first person can leave early. But this is a different manager. This is like someone I'm cool with, and like not like the super, like not like the manager, but the manager. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. And so she was like, oh yeah, we can get the first person early, because why not? And then the first person was like, she's like, oh yeah, Alan, do you want to just like leave early instead of me, because you still look sick, and I want to, like, I only work one day, like, which is the Saturday, and I'm not working next week, so I kind of need the money. Do you mind? And I was like, not at all. You said it. I was the one that's gonna offer it, but since you said it, you made it easy on my book, so I appreciate you. So yes. And so that's what happened. Luckily, and I got to leave. I ended up working 2 hours that day, which was awesome. I ended up also the hire manager ended up showing up, and I showed up with my doctor's note saying, hey, you gotta pay me for this day, because they're old school and they actually need doctor's notes for work, which is weird. And she's like, oh yeah, sure, but because you're sick, I don't want you. You don't have to work on Friday because you're sick, And I was like, oh yeah, for sure, but I don't work. I work tomorrow. Do you still want me to show up for tomorrow since I'm sick? And she's like, oh yeah, you can work tomorrow, just not next week because you're still sick. And I'm like, that makes no sense. That's a way she wants to just cut my hours, which I mean, again, petty, but fine, whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, you also have to here's a warning because you called out late. And I was like, that's some bullshit. This is the first thing this happened, and you're gonna give me a warning? Like, I had to sign everything and say next time I'll get terminated or whatever. And she was like, yeah, this isn't your first offense either. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, 4 months ago, back in January, we switched your shift, so you had to come in at 10 instead of 11, which you thought it was. So, and you didn't call us or give us a head that you're calling out. And I was like, yeah, because I thought I was working at 11, and then someone ended up coming in anyways. Like, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna that's another strike. I'm 4 months ago, so fuck you, I guess. I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna complain about it. I have Friday off now, so I get to do stuff. But yeah. And she was like, then we got the new hire, so he's pretty chill. Like, he's a nice guy. So, I'm excited because he's actually an older guy, which means he's out of high school and college. So that means we actually have someone that can take our shifts when we're sick. So that's awesome. Respect to that guy. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened this weekend. And then Sunday. What did I do on Sunday? Sunday was Mother's Day. I had to work my ass off. Not really. It wasn't that I was super busy. Still a bit sick, throwing up. Whatever. Then Monday class, tacos al Patron. I went to this place called Tacos al Patron. Dope as fuck, fire as fuck. Best food I've ever had. Mexican food I've ever had. Yesterday I had to work. Like I said, I was happy. I was actually feeling really good about myself. Feeling myself. Yeah, just really happy at work. would say pretty busy weekend. Is that a good way to say it? I don't know. It's been a weekend, or it's been a like pretty interesting week. Just cause like I don't know, most of it I wasn't able to talk, which sucks because talking is something I like to do. Case in point, my videos, and it just like I haven't been able to. But now that I am, and fully able to, I'm excited. Another cool thing is I'll be able to I want to learn. I want to take time to learn how to edit videos. I think I said this on my last video that I'll upload. But like video editing, it seems so cool to me. It's just like something I could just talk about and then like have like a picture right here for visuals. And being able to cut things out, edit it, make it look nicer for like viewing experiences. Because I do want to make my videos better for when I come back and look at them when I'm older. And look at what my life is about. Oh, is it 13A? No, I think it's 13C. I'm driving without memory right now. But I'm doing what I want to do. Yeah. I know. Wow. But yeah, I don't know. I feel good. I feel like my life's in a good turning point. Because also when I was like spewing out my fucking stomach out, I wasn't eating a lot too because a lot of like congestion and mucus is going just down my fucking lungs and stomach, I guess, making me feel full and also not hungry. And everything I eat, I throw up. So I lost a lot of weight. Unfortunately, not in a good way. Like it was very what's the word? You would consider like bulimic or some shit. And that's not a good thing. But I was definitely like getting better. I mean, I was still like losing weight, and like I lost like 8 pounds. Well, if you want to count like, because I was also gaining weight. And this is the lowest I've weighed in a minute. I'm weighing around 220, like young 20s. So like 224. I weighed 221 the other day. I was like, bro, I'm like losing weight. And I was really happy about that. That's perfect. So yeah, I was like, dang, dude, I'm like not skinny, obviously. I still got a long ways to go for that. But I'm losing weight again, and I'm like really happy about that. Because why wouldn't you be? But yeah, I feel good. Really good about myself. Yeah, hopefully, like I said, end of the month. Like I was no longer in that like losing weight part of my life, just because like I don't know, it just wasn't me, I guess. Like I was just out of it. But now that I'm back, I feel like I have a chance to, like I said, my goal is to at least get to 200 pounds by the end of the year, or like at least under 200. And I can 100% do that. Like that's something I can work on and just get. It's just a little hard because I'm a hefty dude and I love eating. But hopefully soon I'll get to my goal. And when I do, it'll be great. I'll be really happy with myself. Because like right now my life's going up. I'm feeling really happy about myself. But I kind of see it in my face. But when I like lose weight, I can just look at it and be like, that's something you achieved on your own without any help of anyone else. Like obviously people can help you by talking you into it and like helping you work out, but you're the one that that does all those achievements, because it doesn't matter what anyone says until you start doing it. It's not like no one can actually force you into doing it, because like working out's like something, it's like a mental thing. I feel like it's a mental thing more than a physical thing, like for people starting out, just because you'll find any excuse just to like stop. And I'm one that's done the same thing, you know, just like finds any excuse to just like stop working out and stop losing weight, because it's easy to just gain weight and just like, or stay the same and just like eat to your heart's content, you know. But until you start actually like looking at yourself and being like, yo, I should change this about myself, because one, it's not healthy, and two, it's like something that you need to accomplish to like, you know, be happy and be like, just be you, like be a better you. And I definitely like feel like once I do start losing weight, and like once I see it in my face, I will be just a happier person. I don't know. And like, I was looking at myself in the mirror after I lost like, you know, 5 pounds, and like I did see it in my face a little bit. Like hopefully, you know, like I'm not the only one, but I'm like starting to see myself just like be a little skinnier, even though I still got like the chubby face, you know. Seeing myself just a little thinner, and like obviously that body, I looked at it and it was like, you know, still a little chunky. But once that also goes down, like, damn, I'm gonna be like so happy, man. All it takes is just a little bit of work, and like a lot of work up here, because like I said, for me at least, I think it's honestly different for everyone. Most people, it's actually just like, you know, fucking forcing the effort, which it'll probably be for me too once I start like working out again as much as I used to. But I don't know. Well, I've almost arrived at my destination without looking at a map. That's kind of crazy, right? Fucking muscle memory right there. Muscle memory, fucking memory. But once I do, I'll probably end the video, because there's not much more I want to talk about. I feel like I've definitely exhausted myself in subjects. I just ended up talking about fucking health. Arrived at my destination. Shout out to everyone that loves fat burgers, because I am one of y'all. I'm in a Fat Burgers right now. We're going to Fat Burgers. I love Fat Burgers. Speaking of fucking eating like shit, I'm just gonna get myself a milkshake. I don't even want a lot. I just want a milkshake. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video again, I appreciate it. Let me just turn this down a bit just so you can see me. I should make a thumbnail for the video. So I'll do that and then I'll leave. Once again, shout out to my boys. You know who you are. If you're watching this, I love y'all. If you're not, I still love y'all. I'm gonna hang out with them hopefully soon. There you go. That's the thumbnail. There you go. I'll do that and then I'll... There you go. Fucking thumbnail. I'm stupid, man. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, this type of content that I've been producing, what the fuck am I talking about? But I don't know, I've enjoyed this a lot. I've had a really good time. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that jazz. And I don't know, can't wait to do this again. This was fun. Later. What?